Hi everyone, how are you? Please ignore this. This is not my bed. This is my cousin's bed. We're here with Simba. I think you've never seen Simba. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're here with Simba. I promised you guys I was gonna film a girl talk. We're gonna call this little section diary entries. This is practically my real life experiences of different topics, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I decided to start with something simple, something you guys, well, a lot of people talk about, which is relationships, love, things like that. We're not just gonna talk about like relationships like boyfriend and girlfriend. We can talk about different relationships types like family, friends, and stuff like that. But I wanted to start with a little story time about my first like heartbreak, I guess you could call it. This story starts when I was like 10 years old, I think. There was this guy. He was the son of one of my mom's friends. We met when I was 10. He's 3 years older than me, so he was 13. And yeah, that's where practically our friendship started, because after a few, like, we saw each other like 3 times and then we never saw each other again until his father started living with us. I am very, very close with his little brother, and I'm very close with his family. Like, his family loves me. When I say loves me, they love me. But when his father started like living with us, because we had a spare bedroom, and he started paying rent and he moved in with us, clarification, both of his children are from different mothers, and he's not with their mother, so the kids didn't leave in my house. They lived with their moms, but they would go to my house from time to time. I remember when his father started living in my house, since I was very close with his little brother, I liked spending time with him, but it was like very awkward to be with him. We're gonna call him Manuel, and well, the little brother's name is gonna be SpongeBob. Excuse me, move, muévase. Okay. Technical difficulties. His little brother is gonna be called SpongeBob. When SpongeBob came around the house, normally Manuel would come too. And it always was like very awkward between us. So normally I would not come out of my room, and I would let them like do whatever the fuck they wanted. But after a while, it was like, dude, this is like awkward. So I texted him, because we followed each other on Instagram, and I was like, hey, I know this is weird because we are not like close, but I think the best thing is for us to like talk and become friends so things don't become awkward. Okay, long story short, we became close, then we started flirting, and I remember, I think he got a girlfriend, or I don't remember, but for some reason we stopped talking. Then I remember. Long story short, he got a girlfriend when he was flirting with me, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, the fuck? So I stopped talking to him. Then I found out he broke up with his girlfriend, and I started talking to him again, and we started talking again in that sense. We never like became a couple, an official couple, but we were exclusive. Like, we did talk about it, and we said, okay, you just broke up with your girlfriend, so I'm gonna give you some time before we become an official couple, but I do want this to be exclusive. Like, you cannot talk to anybody else. I cannot talk to anybody else. And he was like, okay, that's fair. We went out like 3 times. We were like together for like 3-4 months. Mind you, we were back and forth for 3 years. I think I was in 10th grade when everything happened. He was in college already. But long story short, he ended up cheating on me. So we broke up. Mind you, he cheated on me with his girlfriend who cheated with his ex-girlfriend who cheated on him. So we stopped talking. Like I said, fuck you, goodbye. We stopped talking. And I think it was a year later, maybe a little bit more, I was at a friend's house, and it was me, her, and 2 other boys. We were having a sleepover, and we were playing, and they were like, okay, I dare you to text, like, the 2 boys and I had to text our exes. So I was like, if they don't answer in 10 minutes, you can delete the message. He answered, and we started talking again, but this time in a like friends. I didn't want anything with him because I had lost all my trust in him. So long story short, we're friends now. He has a girlfriend. I know the girlfriend because she went to my school. We were friends when I was younger. And yeah, we're friends. I don't have, like, for me, hating someone is absurd because at the end of the day, it's people you're probably not gonna see again. So if they do something like super bad, I think it's fair to hate. But not something like that. Like, we ended up like talking about what happened, and apparently he didn't cheat on me. I still don't believe that, but I do not know anything because I was on a trip with my dad. So I do not know what happened. I just have his word. So, but yeah, I've gone through a lot of shit from relationships. I've never had like, I've had like 2 official relationships, and they didn't last that long. Like, I had one that was official, and it was like 3 months, but we didn't see each other in those 3 months, like just 1 or 2 times. And then I had another one that was a month, so I do not count that. Like, if it's less than 5 months, I wouldn't count that as a relationship. I had to do a little break, but we're back. What time is it? Okay, I still have time. I've also, like, I've always had like this intuition in me whenever I met people. I've always been that friend who's like, I don't trust her. I think we shouldn't like be friends with them because I think they're gonna do something to us in the end. And it always goes that way. Like, I've always had that like sixth sense about people. I've always been a person who follows their intuition and their heart. So that's why I've always had like bad relationships with boys, or relationships in general, because I'm somebody that follows what they feel. So if I feel very, very strongly about a person, I am going to pursue that, even though sometimes I know it's not gonna end well. Like, I had this best friend in school. This is recently. We were super super close, because he was, when my ex cheated on me, he was the one who was there for me. He was like, oh, he doesn't deserve you, he's a piece of shit, he doesn't know. Sorry, is that they're moving outside? So okay, he's a piece of shit, he doesn't know the what he's losing, because you're an amazing girl and you deserve better. We ended up having like this whole problem this like our senior year, because things happened between us and everything became awkward. And yeah, I feel like I'm also a very delusional person. I am very delulu, but I trust in the eyes are the soul to someone's the eyes are the windows to someone's souls, and that I feel like he used to, in school, he used to find ways to be looking at me. Like, he could be looking everywhere else, but he decided to look at me. So I'm a person who believes that those little things matter, and they say a lot more than words do. But yeah, I do not talk to him anymore. He texted me not long ago, like, because I unfollowed him from everywhere. I only have him in TikTok because whatever. But I unfollowed him from everywhere, and he texted me like, hey, why the fuck did you unfollow me from everywhere? What the fuck? And I was like, what do you want me to say? Like, I believed that we stopped being friends, so I didn't see the need to have him as part of my life. He didn't answer after I answered, so I left it at that. I am a person who, after I graduated, I started like changing my mind, my state of mind, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to hate a person for things that they did to me. Like, these are things you learn from. So I'm going to be thankful for the things I learned. And I'm not going to hate anyone. I'm also like, I'm a person who is, if you do something to me twice, I am not going to forgive you. I had this friend, which we're already good, because my state of mind changed, and I was like, okay, I'm moving away to another country, and I'm not going to be seeing this person every single day. So what's the point in hating them if I'm not gonna see them anymore? I had this friend. We were best friends. We've known each other since we were kids, because his uncle was her uncle was my mom's best friend since childhood. So we've known each other since we were kids. And there was a time she used to be very like, when we were younger, she had this boyfriend. We were all friends because he was the cousin of one of our best friends, so we've known him like a long time too. So we were friends with him, and I remember she used to think we were flirting with him, and it wasn't like that. And so she got mad. We stopped talking for a whole year, and then I talked to her, and I was like, okay, this is what I feel from what happened, because after I stopped talking to her, we never talked again. So we never talked about like what happened, what our feelings were. And so I was like, okay, this and this is what made me mad. And she was like, okay, I understand that. I know it's my fault, but I also felt this, and this. We were friends again. And it was until last year she had a boyfriend. The thing is, my friend group is friends with her too, because his boyfriend was the brother of one of my ex-friends. Like, I had a friend which we don't talk to anymore because she was a manipulator, a liar, whatever you want to call it. She was that. But she was dating this guy, and my that girl, she was dating his older brother. So we were all friends. Like, that's the thing. I remember I used to stay at her house a lot. Every single weekend I was at her house. And what like made me mad was that I had just gotten cheated on, and I felt like she was flaunting her relationship to me, because everything she wanted to do, everything we did together, he had to be there too. It was like, oh, we're gonna go to the movies, but Hayalito had to come too. Or, okay, you're gonna stay at my house, but Hayalito is gonna come over to watch movies, the three of us. You're staying at my house, and you're in my room watching. I was watching Grey's Anatomy at the time, and we're gonna stay in the living room watching movies and kissing and whatever. They came into her room where I was, because I was giving them their alone time, and they started making out besides me. Like, I was in the bed with them, and they started making out, and it was like, I feel like that was disrespectful, because you don't do that. Like, I would have never done that to a friend. I would have never like start doing couple things with someone next to us. And so after that, I got mad, because she also preferred to go with her boyfriend to Valle de Angeles instead of coming to our best friend's birthday party. And that got me mad too, because I am a very loyal person, and I don't take that shit from people. Like, I hate that type of things. And I stopped talking to her again. We never talked about what happened until my prom, because she was from another school. Until my prom, I decided to forgive her, because she came to me and she was like, okay, I want to say I'm sorry for what happened. I understand that it was my fault, and I really don't want to lose our friendship. I know you're moving away, but I don't want to lose your friendship. And I was like, okay, we can be friends again, and we're friends now. Everything's good. We're not close, like super close friends, but we're friends. Like, we talk from time to time. And yeah, I've had a lot of like bad friends and bad relationships and stuff. I feel like us girls overthink things a lot. I am a very like big overthinker, so I'm always like, oh, he didn't like me because of this. So I'm trying to change my perspective of life. I used to be a person that could not go out of the house without putting at least concealer and blush and mascara. But now I feel better going outside, maybe just putting a bit of mascara on. Sometimes I do my makeup, like today I felt like doing my makeup, but most of the time I don't mind going outside without makeup. I actually enjoy being outside and being myself, feeling like myself without having to pretend so other people like me, because I used to suffer from that a lot. I've always like had this thing of, oh, they're just friends with me because they don't want to be friends with, like, I'm the less, like, how do I explain it? Because it was groups in our school, like the weird kids, the nerds, blah blah blah. I've always been part of the of the like popular gang, you could say. But I've always felt like I was out of place. Like my girlfriends would always leave me out of things. Like they would go eat, or they would go to this thing, or blah blah blah. So I have this friend. I have two friends that I've always felt the closest. Shout out to Margie and Pilar. I love you girls. They've been my best supporters with starting my YouTube channel. So, and Fidel and Valeria, which also shout out. They're not from my school, so that's why I'm not talking about them right now. But I've always felt like those two girls have been like my realest friends. Like I love them because I've always felt like they liked me because I was me, not because she's not one of the weird kids, or blah blah blah, or this or that. No, I've always felt like, because Pilar and I have known each other since we were in kindergarten. We've been friends for more than 13 years. Margie came to the school in 10th grade, so I've known her for like 3 years. Not school years, like 3 years. But I feel like it doesn't matter the amount of time you know no person. It's the way they make you feel. If they make you feel safe, if they make you feel like you can be yourself with them, that's what matters to me as a friendship, and also as a relationship. Because at the end of the day, you have to feel secure in a relationship. It doesn't matter if it's a family relationship, if it's a love relationship, a friendship relationship. What matters is you feeling safe, you feeling comfortable. Because at the end of the day, the people you feel good with are the people who are going to last the longest. Because you can have friends in high school, but at the end of the day, most of them are going to stop talking to you. Like, I haven't talked with my friend group since I came here. Like, we talked a bit. We never talked again. Like, we've talked 2 times max. And I've been here almost 5 months already. So yeah, I feel like it depends on how people make you feel. And if you feel like with me and Valeria and Fidel, because there's a brother and sister, we've known each other too since we were babies. And I say babies because we've known each other since we were babies, because their father was one of my mom's best friends from childhood. So everything has happened between us. Like, we were friends when we were kids, then we stopped seeing each other for a long time, and when we saw each other again, it felt like we were always friends. Like, I could say those 4 people are the only persons I consider my friends, because you don't have to have 10 friends or 20 friends. You can have 4 friends which make you feel important, which make you feel like you can be yourself with. Because I still talk with my other friends, my friend group, from time to time. And right now I'm gonna go to Honduras for my birthday, for my 18th birthday. And obviously I am going to invite them to my birthday. I am going to see them because we were friends. We went through a lot of things together, but I'm most excited to see those 4 friends. So I think what matters is feeling safe and secure in a friendship. It doesn't matter how long you've known them. It doesn't matter if they treat you like family. At the end of the day, those friends who are with you because of you, of who you are, not because of how you look like, not because of your popularity, but because you are the friends that matter the most. Because I've gone through a bunch of friendships, and I can tell you that most of them I've never felt like I could be myself until them. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is, but I think I'm gonna leave it here, because I have to study a bit for a test which I have today. But I wanted to film this video because I know I've left you guys in the dust. I've forgotten about the YouTube channel. So yeah, so hey, welcome to Diary Entries. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Say bye, Simba. Bye bye.